Well, week 13 happened, and it was just as chaotic as ever. More quarterbacks are injured. The most hyped game of the week was a blowout, and the Cowboys and Seahawks never punted. Hmm. Okay then. What is up, everyone? What's going on? My name is Matthew Langer, House Seahawks here, and welcome back to 14th times. Actually, we have gotten a couple of views on these though. Watch or do not watch. This is basically just a preview of every single game throughout week 14 though. And yeah, I'm just gonna do this one real quick before I go to work. That should be fine. So yeah, we start off with our first game of the week, and it's the New England Patriots at the Pittsburgh Steelers. And oh my gosh, I mean, just this is a no watch. Though the Patriots, they are awful. They got shut out against the Chargers 6-0, and now the Steelers, who are most likely gonna make the playoffs, are now rolling with Mitch Trubisky. So I would suggest staying as far away from this game as possible. Don't watch. Then we go to a big NFC South matchup, which, I mean, these are kind of a little unwatchable as they are. You have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Atlanta Falcons. Um, both teams, they're just meh. The Falcons barely beat the Jets in a game that I don't think anyone cared about because it was just so boring. And then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers ended up beating the Panthers by 3, so I don't know if that's entirely inspiring though. Since it's an NFC South matchup and the Buccaneers are 5-7, the Falcons are 6-6. So this game looks a little watchable to me, but overall probably don't. But because it's big for playoff implications, I'll say watch. Then we go to our next game, and it's the Detroit Lions at the Chicago Bears. The Lions coming up with a nice little bounce back win against the Saints, though, although they did almost blow that game, though. And then you have the Chicago Bears. Well, I mean, they had a nice little bye after picking off Joshua Dobbs 4 times. So, I think the Bears are going to kind of come down to earth a little bit, and I think the Lions are going to maybe blow them out the way that they should have earlier this year. This is another game. Doesn't really sound doesn't sound very interesting to me. Don't watch. Then we go to a big playoff game. Well, not okay. Sorry, not a playoff game. A game that has big playoff implications. That would be the Indianapolis Colts at the Cincinnati Bengals. The Colts coming off of a thrilling overtime win against the Tennessee Titans, though. Gardner Minshew looking real good, especially that stash. And then meanwhile, you have the Cincinnati Bengals. Jake Browning looked really good. I heard a lot of, okay, except for the Tyler Boyd pass. I saw that one was not good. I saw the ending of the Jaguars and Bengals game, and last night, and yeah, that was actually like that was actually like a really good game, which is kind of weird. Oh well, yeah, this game has big playoff implications on the line, though. Of course, if the Colts win, they're 8-5. Bengals, they lose 6-7, and of course, if the Bengals win, they'll be 7-6 along with the Colts. So they will be able to switch spots, though. Bengals season not quite over yet, though, especially since Jake Browning looked really good against the Jaguars. This is definitely a game I think you should watch. Then we go to our next game that also has big playoff implications. The Jacksonville Jaguars at the Cleveland Browns. The Browns, they lost to the Rams, and they basically have no offense because their entire offense is injured. Though, and meanwhile, the Jaguars, I mean, CJ Beathard actually looked pretty decent against the Bengals, though. Hopefully, Trevor Lawrence is okay. I did just look it up, though. There's no analysis on him yet, though, but they basically confirmed that it's not a season-ending injury. So, thank goodness Goldilocks is okay. And so, but yeah, Jaguars are 8-4, Browns are 7-5. The Jaguars are in control of their own division right now, but Houston is very close by. So yeah, this is definitely a game that I think you guys should watch. Though, plus the Browns' defense going up against the Jaguars' offense should be really good. Then, oh boy, you have the Carolina Panthers at the New Orleans Saints. Okay, actually not checked up on Derek Carr yet. Yeah, the Panthers, yeah, they didn't really look all that better against the the Tampa Bay Buccaneers without Frank Reich. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Derek Carr's in concussion protocol, and now they're checking up on a rib injury. So, oh boy. Well, okay. Well, either way, I mean that trade for Derek Carr looks like it's definitely been one of the biggest busts of the season. Though he hasn't really helped out a lot. I mean, okay. I mean, Dennis Allen probably needs to go. Pete Carmichael definitely needs to go. But yeah, the Saints they're just really just like an overhyped team, and like whoever is gonna win that division is just gonna get absolutely destroyed by the Dallas Cowboys. And then, yeah, this is a game that just does not at all sound inspiring me. Honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised if the Panthers win. So I'm saying don't watch. Then we go to our next matchup, and it's the Houston Texans at the New York Jets. The Jets, let's leave them unspoken. They're on a fourth string quarterback right now. Their defense is really good, but just everything else is just bad right now. I might even make a video coming up about how bad the Jets are, because like everything is just bad about the Jets. It's just all bad. Yeah, going up against the Houston Texans. The Texans coming off of a very thrilling win against the Denver Broncos, though. Texans definitely looking like they're gonna get a playoff spot. Didn't think I'd say that this year, but here we are. CJ Stroud looks like he's gonna be the greatest rookie quarterback of all time. I mean, maybe the Texans might struggle against that Jets defense though, but the Jets are gonna score absolutely no points because they have no offense whatsoever. If Aaron Rodgers was playing, maybe there would be it'd be a different story. So this is another game that I'm like, don't watch. Then we go to our next matchup, and it's the very first Matthew Stafford-Lamar Jackson game with Matthew Stafford with the Rams. Because the last time they played in 2021, Lamar Jackson missed that game because of an injury. Now, he's healthy. Well, or for now, because all AFC North quarterbacks are going down. Kenny Pickett, Deshaun Watson, Joe Burrow. But this is a game that definitely has a lot of playoff implications on it, though. The Ravens are fighting for that top seed in the AFC right now. The Rams are currently out of the playoffs right now because they lost to the Packers, though. So the Rams are continuing to fight for a playoff spot, though. It'd be really nice if the Ravens could win. I don't entirely think. I don't know. This could be a really good game, so I'm gonna say watch. All right, then we go to our next game, and it's the Seattle Seahawks at the San Francisco 49ers. Okay, the Seahawks, the good news is our offense played really good, except for in the fourth quarter we didn't decide to block Micah Parsons, but we didn't give up any sacks. Geno Smith looked really good. For the most part, that game was actually pretty good. The bad news is that our defense was terrible because we didn't stop the Cowboys at all. The only time we stopped them was when they knelt the ball at the end of the half, and then at the end of the game when they won the game, and then on the fourth down when the Cowboys decided to not kick a field goal, which is kind of weird though, and then CeeDee Lamb dropped a pass. So technically we didn't stop them at all. So yeah, that's not good. Now our defense isn't very good. Meanwhile, the 49ers got off to a slow start against the Philadelphia Eagles, and then they put up 42 points against them. Yeah, Brock Purdy looked freaking amazing, and honestly, we are going to die against the 49ers. It's not going to be good. I just saw North-Cam's David and Goliath one, and that would be awesome to beat the 49ers, to like publicly humiliate them. But in all honesty, we are probably not going to beat the 49ers, and this game is probably going to be like 40-0. I have absolutely no expectations for this game. But because I'm a Seahawks fan, I think you should watch it, though. In all honesty, though, probably don't. This game's going to be a blowout. Then we go to our next game. It's the Minnesota Vikings at the Las Vegas Raiders. Raiders are coming off of a bye. I kind of forgot. Actually, I don't even know much about the Raiders this season. I know they're just kind of mid. Oh, that's right. They blew a 14-point lead against the Kansas City Chiefs. Thanks, Raiders. Yeah, then you have the Minnesota Vikings, and they did not look particularly good last week. Joshua Dobbs threw 4 interceptions against the Chicago Bears, and yeah, now people are saying the Pastronaut has landed. So, yeah, now the Vikings' playoff hopes are also not looking too good right now. On the right side, they did beat the Packers, so that's something for you though. Yeah, this is a game that both teams really need to win though. Although I do think this is going to be a bit of a bounce back game for the Pastronaut though. So I think this one's going to be kind of like a mid game though. But yeah, I'll say watch. I can't believe I'm saying that about Joshua Dobbs versus Aiden O'Connell. Or who knows if he'll be playing. Then we go to a game that, okay, record-wise is a little bit weird, though. You have the Buffalo Bills at the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, normally I feel like people would just be all over this game, and rightfully so. I still think it can be a really good game, though. The Bills' offense definitely looks like it's back, though, after putting up over 500 yards against the Philadelphia Eagles, though Joe Brady calling a very good game. So, yeah, Ken Dorsey was definitely one of the biggest problems in Buffalo. So, I think that right there is a good sign. But the problem is they're 6-6, and they lost a lot of games earlier that they definitely should have won. So honestly, there is a good chance the Bills' season is over, though. But you could still go after Miami, perhaps. I don't know. They're going up against Kansas City Chiefs, who lost to the Green Bay Packers. Of course, the officiating wasn't the best in that game, but we don't talk about that part, though. The Chiefs to me, are definitely a different team than they normally are. They're definitely a team that is more defense and offense. So I think that offense is okay, but I just don't think it's great. Though Travis Kelce's still really good. Rashid Rice I think is good, but just every other receiver on the team I just don't really trust very much. And Rashid Rice is no Tyreek Hill, though, because of the Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes matchup. If the Bills are able to win this game, that is going to be huge for maybe playoff implications, especially if teams like the Bengals and Broncos lose. So I'm actually going to say watch this game. It definitely is a good game, and usually these games are really, really good. Also, Josh Allen usually has Patrick Mahomes' number in the regular season. So who knows? Because he is 2-1 against him. Then we go to another game, and it's the Denver Broncos at the Los Angeles Chargers. The loser of this game is most likely to be eliminated, though. The Broncos are 6-6, and the Chargers are 5-7. The Broncos getting their winning streak snapped. And honestly, if you're the Broncos, I wouldn't complain too much, though. Honestly, you've been red hot for the past couple games, though. And it is against the Texans, though. You've still beaten other AFC opponents. You are currently on the outside playoffs looking in. But looking at the rest of your schedule, it is very favorable. You still have to play the Chargers twice. You have to play the Patriots, though. The Raiders one more time. But either way, the Broncos have at least showed some hope for future years. And then going up against the Los Angeles Chargers, who won 6-0 against the Patriots. I mean, on the bright side, your defense looked good. So, yeah, reporters can stop asking you that question, Brandon Staley. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, since both teams are since you have the Broncos 6-6, Chargers 5-7, this game is basically going to eliminate one team, though. So there are some playoff implications here, although I don't think the Chargers are going to make the playoffs, though. But if they want to make the playoffs, this is a big time. It's a big time win for them, and maybe even for Brandon Staley's job. So because of that, I'm actually going to say watch. Then, oh boy, on Sunday Night Football, this game looks good, hopefully. You have the Philadelphia Eagles at the Dallas Cowboys. The Eagles coming off of an ass-kicking against the San Francisco 49ers. Yeah, they got revenge for the NFC Championship game. And meanwhile, you have the Dallas Cowboys, whose offense has been looking really, really good, along with their defense. Okay, their defense didn't really look very well against the Seahawks, so DK Metcalf just was all over them, though. But, but besides that, though, Cowboys have been one of the hottest teams in the NFL lately. And last time they played, the Cowboys, a couple bounces go their way, they probably beat the Eagles, though. Eagles are 10-2 and the Cowboys are 9-3. But so there is a scenario out there where the Cowboys can get the top seed if the Seahawks beat the 49ers and if the Eagles, and of course if the Cowboys win against the Eagles, though. And since the Eagles have a very easy schedule coming up, though, where they still have to play the Giants twice and the Cardinals, though, if the Eagles win this game, they're most likely to win the division. So this is a big, big win. This is a big, big game for the Cowboys. This is definitely a very hyped up matchup, though. I hope it's really good, although all the hyped up matchups are kind of blowouts. So I'm still going to say watch. I'm still going to say you should watch this game. Then you have our Monday night doubleheader, and it's the Tennessee Titans at the Miami Dolphins. The Titans coming off of a heartbreaking overtime loss to the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, you have the Dolphins, and well, they just did basically what I thought they would. They just destroyed the Commanders. They'll put up over 40 points and yada, yada, yada. You know what? They're probably going to put up over 40 points again because the Titans, they're just not a particularly good team, though. I think they're going to kind of strip down and rebuild, though. So, honestly, a Monday night game, I'm not too interested in. I think the Dolphins are just going to run away with this one. Don't watch. And then you have what I originally thought was going to be maybe a tank bowl, but it actually, okay, the Packers are probably just going to destroy them, though. The Green Bay Packers at the New York Giants. The Packers are one of the hottest teams in the NFL right now. Okay, yeah, Jordan Love has been looking really, really good the past couple games. They've beaten the Chargers, where Love looked good, the Lions, where they look good, and then they just beat the reigning defending Super Bowl champions Kansas City Chiefs. Yikes. I don't think the Giants stand much of a chance, though. I think what were the Giants come out? Yeah, all I know is that the Giants they're just bad. They're just a really bad team. What did they do last week? Oh, they had a bye. Wait, I think they beat the Commanders. Yeah, the Giants are so bad. Oh no, the Giants beat the Pay. Oh yeah, well yeah, that makes sense. Well, I forgot about that game. But yeah, in all honesty, I think the Packers are just gonna run over the New York Giants. I don't think the Giants stand much of a chance in that game. Jordan Love's probably gonna throw 3 more touchdown passes, and that's all she wrote. But hey, let me know what you think down below in the comments section. Those are kind of the on the matchups that I think you should watch or do not watch, though. And so yeah, that's all I got for you. You can follow me on social media, Facebook and Instagram, MATTHEWLEININGER. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.